There are two commands that we're gonna take a look at, which are the divide and measure. But first, before I jump into these commands, first let's go ahead and pick a location because we need to prepare something. Okay, we're gonna work in this free space, but before that, let's just bring this plant, and as I selected it, there's a small square, and as it turns red, I'll drag it and bring it right here. Click again. Okay, so I moved it from here to here by doing that. I'll hit escape a couple of times just to make sure nothing's selected, and I'll choose the line command from the center of the plant. Okay, it's gonna be kind of hard. Let's just assume this is the center. Okay, I'm gonna make a line just randomly. Okay, I'll hit escape, and that's it. That's all I need to begin the work on these commands, because I want you to see the difference. Okay, so here's my plant. I moved it from here to here, and this is the line. We did it very easy. Okay, let's jump into the commands. I'm gonna work with a command called divide. So I'm gonna divide this line into equal segments. Okay, but before I do that, I'm gonna choose a style to choose choose a point style. Why do I need these points? Because if I'm gonna make segments, let's say here and here, I need a point to stand out. Okay, so I go to utilities and point style. As I click it, it shows this dialog, and this is the default. It's very small, I can't see it. Let's just pick something that stands out. Maybe you can choose this one, or this. For me, I'm gonna pick this one because it stands out, and I'm not gonna touch this or this, but make sure it's the same as mine. Okay, and hit OK. Okay, that's it. Now let's go ahead and activate the divide command. It's in the draw panel. When I click it, I'll pin it so it stands out when I put my cursor away. So here it is. It's divide. See, there is a picture or something that shows what it is. As you see, there are points and divided into equal segments. I'm gonna go and click it. Okay, now it's asked me to select the object that I want to divide. So as we said, I want to put these plants on equal segments along this this line. Okay, let's just assume that this line is my reference line. Okay, so I'm gonna go and select it, and it wants number of segments. Let's go ahead and pick 4. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 segments, and these are the points that I picked from the utilities from point style. Okay, so I'll hit escape a couple of times. So I want to move these plants into these points right here. So as we learned before, I'm gonna as I selected, let's just escape. I'll go slow. As I put my cursor, it highlights the plant. Okay, as it highlights, I'm gonna click on it, and you see this small square, blue square that highlights. When I put my cursor, it turns into blue. Okay, so I'm gonna right click, and I'll choose move, or you can drag it right away. There are 2 methods. Okay, you can drag it there, I can move it, and I'm gonna pick right click because I want a copy. Okay, there. I want it to be precise. Okay, there it is. There. This one. And the other one right there. Of course, this is far away from the Okay, there are 2 copies. Let's just delete one. Okay, everyone makes mistakes. So this is far away from the reality, because there's no way you can put this close, plants this close. You see the parts going in and out and whatever, but this is just to see how it works. So that's everything with divide command. Okay, let's go ahead and undo that, because we're gonna pick another type of command. And let's go ahead and undo that again, because I don't need these points again for the next command. It's a bit different. So the measure command, it's right next to the divide, and so let's go ahead and activate it. Okay, now it's asking me to select object to measure. Now there's something you have to pay attention to. As I'm gonna select the object, so from which tip it's gonna measure it. Is it from the left? Is it from the right? It depends on where I'm gonna give that selection for that object. So if I select it from here, which is at the left side from the center of that line, it's gonna begin from the left. So let's go ahead and do it, okay? Because I have my plant in the left side, so that's what I wanted to do. So I'll make sure it's far from the center. Let's say the center is in here, and I chose the left side. Okay, let's go ahead and select it. Okay, now it asks me to specify the length of segment. Let's go ahead and say 500. This is all random. I did the line in front of you. It was not based on any specific length, so I'll just pick 500 and press enter. There it is. I have 500 segments. Now let's go ahead and measure between these 2 points. Okay, we go to utility and measure distance. There's something I forgot to show you in the divide command. How do I snap in this? Because apparently I struggled when putting this plant on these points. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna right click. No, that's not how it is. So you should hold shift. Make sure you hold shift and you see that thing appeared on my cursor. Right click. You choose node. Okay, so there it is. Again, it doesn't snap. As I'm holding shift, right click, pick node, there it is. You see, it's 500. I'll go ahead and exit because I just wanted to show you. So that's it. It's very simple, but you have to pay attention. The most important part is you change this point style, as I said, from utilities and point style, so it would stand out. I mean, a point will not show on that line, and you've seen in the previous videos. So pick a point style and go ahead and play with it. It's very easy, and actually it's fun. It shows you so many ways to deal with it.